This is just an amazing piece by a high-level dude. Marketing departments can really get lost with formatting issues across social media, which is why the way this is presented is really awkward on their channel, but I'm going to clean it up so we can see what's going on here. And initially that looked to me like a lot of use of the inner squares. Pretty uniform across the whole under 1 minute clip, which is like a masterclass in design. I love how rigidly classical this next scene starts out. Anytime you have major elements coming from the corners, that's super old school, which matches the architecture, but it's also a near miss to the golden section if you apply it. And I don't think it's being used here. The number of scenes where it looks like it works is minimal, whereas the rebated square or inner squares works in most of them. And it's the sheer consistency of that which stands out. It's really impressive. Just wow. And the strong opposing diagonals of the squares seem to be echoed in movement, this back and forth from scene to scene. Now let's go back for a second to the end of this segment. See this black line? Looks like a mistake. This is obviously shot in log format. I'm just going to assume Aries C-log, and this black is just way too black. What it looks like to me is someone just moved the video file too far to the left and exposed the background palette in their NLE. It's a mistake I make all the time, just like this. It's also a little distorted, meaning there was probably a free transform to straighten up the lines on the verticals. So what that tells me is someone might have been using a grid in the post-production process, as well as on the monitor on location, and they're trying to line things up perfectly in post. Which is not the easiest thing in the moving format of film. But really, who cares how they did it? It's beautiful, and beauty is all about design, symmetry, and therefore balance. Everything has its place in relation to the whole, and we've based these 5,000 plus year old systems on our early understanding of nature, so the purpose of using them is to make work that is beautiful. And regardless of how it was done, they have certainly achieved that here.